Why am I doing this? I need a chocolate wafer for this. So, if you know, you know. I've done this before. This exact topic. Like 2 or 3 years ago. Okay? Longer, actually, now that I think about it. But that's old news. I feel like my opinions have changed enough. So I have to do this again. So, we have every Kirby game in the main series in this tier list. Alright? I'm gonna rank all of them. This is all, and I shouldn't have to say this, but this is all my opinion. Just kidding. This is a fact, and if you disagree, you are wrong. They went ahead and included all of the special abilities, but I feel like those, I'm not going to count those, so we're going to add another row below, yeah, okay, special, like me, yeah. The only one I'm going to exclude from that exception is the, mouthful ring, because I feel like if I don't, I'll probably get sucked into its endless void of a mouth.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Alright, we're gonna rank all these again. And I'm better this time. I have a better understanding of what my opinions are. I feel like I can be a lot more valid here, except for the ones I haven't used. But don't worry about it. So Animal Kirby, I've actually used before. Squeak Squad was one of my first Kirby games. I lost it, which I'm really upset about. But oh well. It's not really all that great, honestly. Like, it has some cool puzzle potential. I mean, okay, think about it this way. There's a reason why it's only in one game. It has cool puzzle potential with the digging mechanic, but as for like attacking and stuff, it's not really all that good. There's worse ones out there, but we'll leave it in D tier. Okay, Archer, I think, I haven't watched the video in a while, but I think I ranked it somewhat low. And then I played Triple Deluxe again recently, and oh my gosh, I never realized how broken this Archer ability is. I could stand in one spot and not move, and I could kill a boss if I wanted to. And I have, just to see if it was possible. This thing is broken. If you duck, he can dodge, as far as I know, any attack whatsoever with that move. And it is so broken, and that's why it's S rank. Okay, Artist. Artist is from Star Allies, I know that. It's okay. I mean, I like the art aesthetic. I gotta say, art aesthetic is cool. I know you can draw things. It is kind of cool, but like, it's one of those abilities where like, if I have it, I wouldn't complain, but I'm not like seeking it out or anything. You know what I mean? I put it in B tier. It's cool. Okay, backdrop. Isn't there like, there's like throw, there's backdrop, and there's suplex. And they all pretty much do the same thing. But all of them are way too fun to use, because just watching Kirby chuck someone across the room is really funny to me. Don't know what that is. Ball? Ball is kind of dumb. He just bounces around. This ability is just, you take Kirby and you just rip his limbs off and then call it an ability. That seems fair to me. Bouncing around is fun though, so see. Beam. I mean, it's alright. I'm not too keen on a lot of the older ones. I don't know, maybe it's just because I've seen him so many times that they just kind of got old to me. Beam is probably one of the lower ends. I can see the use, but like, that's about it. Beam is probably like a C rank. And I don't care how iconic the ability is, that doesn't matter to me. I want to know how fun it is and how useful it is. Or in Archer's case, how broken it is. Beetle Kirby is fun. Beetle Kirby is probably my favorite from Triple Deluxe that was introduced. That one's getting an S rank for me. It's like Sword, but better. I just love using this ability, alright? It's fun. You get to grab enemies, like skewer them like it's some sort of like a kebab. It's kind of disturbing if you think about it too hard, so just don't think about it too hard, and there won't be a problem. Bell Kirby. It's kind of, I mean, again, it doesn't really have a whole lot of puzzle potential, really. Kind of, it's kind of there. Like, why Bell? Like, some of these make sense, like fire, ice, water, poison. But Bell? Is it just like, is this the equivalent of... No, it would be Sound Kirby, because Mike Kirby exists. So why Bell? I'm gonna give that like a C rank. Bomb. I like blowing stuff up.
Stop!
I mean, who doesn't? Okay.
Stop!
I'm a man. Okay, you don't... Anybody likes blowing stuff up. Kirby, make thing go boom. Really fun. Kaboom. Especially in the Forgotten Land. In its evolutions. We're gonna... Do I want to include the evolutions? Yeah, let's include the evolutions. But this thing, honestly, the evolutions alone for that bring it up to like an A. We'll put Bomb at A. Bubble Kirby was used in one game, and I don't know how it would work in other games because the way it worked had to directly correlate with the main ability in the game, which was to turn things into bubbles and use them later. That's like a D. Burning? Yeah, this is burning. It's just the fire. It's just one piece of the fire ability. So, D tier. I know Circus Kirby. I've seen people give Circus Kirby some flack, but honestly, I do kind of enjoy it. It is kind of fun to use. It's a little awkward, I will admit. It is pretty awkward, but I have had fun using it for sure. That's getting an A. Okay, so Clean Kirby. For Kirby Dream Land 3, it was really, really, really worthless. But then they brought it back into Star Allies and made it actually competent. But I also don't remember what it does. So I guess that makes it a pretty forgettable ability. C tier. Cooking Kirby. Watching Kirby cook the enemies' innocence. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna run that by again. Watching Kirby cook his enemies alive in a searing cauldron over a fire is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. B tier. Laser Kirby. Laser Kirby is kinda lame. The attack power, if I remember, isn't even all that strong. It's not really that complex either. All it does is shoot a laser, or you can charge it sometimes, and that's about it. It's like a D. Crash Kirby. It's as basic as a one-time use ability can be. And that's okay, because it came out in the first game, so I'll let it slide. Although, I gotta say, the Forgotten Land evolution is probably the most broken evolution you could possibly have. It's going up there with Cooking Kirby. Cupid Kirby. This one's kind of lame too. Again, the attack power isn't very strong, as far as I remember, and like the flying is kind of awkward too. It's like UFO but worse. At least he can go down ladders. I'll give him that. That's like a D tier. Cutter Kirby is another one that's just kind of, oh, it's there. I'll take it, but I'm not seeking it out or anything. Although again the evolutions in Forgotten Land make it a lot more fun, so I bring Cutter up to a B because the buzzsaw. Oh, the buzzsaw is so satisfying to use. Dr. Kirby. I haven't used this one. I do know my biggest problem with the previous video, the first one of this, was I even ranked the ones that I hadn't used before, and that seems a little unfair. We got one of the new ones. Drill Kirby. I'll be honest, the new abilities that weren't evolutions, that were introduced in Forgotten Land, didn't really click well all that well with me. I didn't find them all too great to use. I mean, they're cool. Giving Kirby a gun, I can never turn down. But, like Drill, for example, isn't all that useful. I mean, when he can dig, yeah, but when he can't, not good. Drill is like a D tier for me. ESP. This one's also not, I'm not too keen on this one either. I have high standards for my Kirby abilities, alright? It can telekinetically use an orb of telekinetic power. Yeah, there's a sentence. And he can teleport, and yeah, that's about it. Doesn't really go much deeper than that. I mean, it does look like Ness. I'll give it that. Which I see what they're doing there. And the enemy that gives this to you is literally called the NESP, and that is great to me. That's a C tier. Festival. This one's like Crash, but like I always forget about it. It's just Crash, but Kirby dances. He dances while his enemies get slaughtered in the background. It's pretty fun. This is E-rated. I'll put that at C tier. Fighter. S rank. Fighter is fun. It's just fun. Fire. Let's go. Fire. What a classic ability. What absolute legend. One of the better ones from the older games, actually. It has puzzle potential. The burning ability is fun. Yes, I know I ranked burning low, but that's because it only burned and didn't do anything else. It's great. It's great. B rank. B rank for me. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Nah. Fire. Okay, I would put fire at an A, but I'm leaving it at a B because I don't like I do not like the dragon evolution at all. I remember having to do the challenge for the Dragonfire and trying to beat the record, like the target score or whatever, and it sucked. Way too infuriating than it needed to be, because I would keep flying downward whenever I'm like hovering above the air, and he would just go die. Like he just, you know what, I don't feel like flying today, let's just go downwards instead. And then he would just say adios and then peace out. Freeze, I'm ranking where burning is because it's just the ice ability again. Ghost Kirby? Okay, listen. Ghost Kirby is a cool concept, but in our reality, yes, you can't capture enemies, but what are those how good are those enemies in combat? Tell me that. They have what? Like 1 or 2 attacks and that's it? That sounds terrible. So cool concept, C tier. Hammer Kirby is great. I wouldn't say S rank, but it is definitely really good. It's one of the stronger abilities in the Kirby series, and it always has been. I'd probably put it on A rank because of its strength. High jump's not all that great either. Whoa, you jump high. Oh, in Return to Dreamland, you can jump down. How useful is this thing in boss fights or like horizontal stages? I think I rest my case. That's a D rank. Ice, I do like ice. Like if it just did with what fire did, it probably wouldn't be all that great, but the fact that it freezes enemies and then you can use those enemies to attack other enemies, I love that. That's so great to me. That's an A rank. Jet. Jet's okay. I kind of forget about it. It's pretty, it's like a D rank, I think. What? Wait, what? Was that not late? What is this? I'm just gonna slap it down here and then put laser back where that was. I don't know what that is, or if there just happens to be a copy in this tier list, but I guess we'll find out. Leaf Kirby. I did actually used to like Leaf Kirby a lot more because of just the constant, like, the dancing or whatever. Looking back on it, it's kind of slow. I think it can cut ropes, but that's about it. I mean, it's a no-brainer it was gonna happen, that this was gonna be an ability, but I don't know, I feel like it could have been done better. That's like a C rank for me. Ah, here we go, here's our first E rank. This is Light Kirby. It lights up a room. That's it. No damage, no puzzle potential, nothing. Just lights up a room. And as far as I know, as far as I remember, The rooms weren't even that hard to see in to begin with. Finally, we got some terribleness in here. So this is the one-time use one that just gives you a random item. That's it. It's just it's just a roulette. It's kind of E. This one, however, this one's kind of cool. I wish they brought this version back. Fight with cards, doves. I don't remember using it all that much, but it is a cool concept. I do like it. I'd give that like a B tier. Metal Kirby, bad. It was the replacement for Stone Kirby, but it was worse because you walked like a snail. It was really bad. Mike Kirby's nice. I do like Mike Kirby. I know I made a joke about Kirby singing before. I'm not gonna do it again because I don't want to retread my steps. Come on, you think I would repeat jokes? Like, come on. I'm just messing with you. Plus, the idea of Kirby singing is actually great. I'm actually curious if there's a video for that right now. What the fudge? Anyway, B rank. Mini Kirby. Mini Kirby kind of sucks. It doesn't give you any new abilities. I don't think you can inhale. It just makes you smaller, and you can fit in tight spaces. It doesn't really have a whole lot of functionality aside from those two places where you can fit in tight spaces, like your mom. That's an E rank. A mirror is cool. I like the concept of it. It is pretty nice. It doesn't have a whole lot of puzzle potential as far as I remember, but it is a nice ability to use, and I'm glad they brought it back. That's a B rank. Missile Kirby is fun to drive around. Missile Kirby, it's alright. I mean, it breaks metal blocks. That's a plus. But I don't see myself using it very often. Who am I kidding? It's fun. That's a B rank. Spike. It's kind of lame at first. Whenever you have to stand completely still to attack, it's just not as fun for me. The only exception is Archer because of how broken it is, so I feel like it could get a pass. But Forgotten Land, because you don't have to stand still anymore, really redeemed itself a lot more. I'll have it at like a C rank. Ninja. Fortnite Kirby is the best Kirby. S rank. Ninja. I mean, the clinging to walls thing is fun. I'm not surprised they did a Ninja Kirby. I mean, it only made sense. Got the smoke screen. It's got the throwing knives that aren't that strong at all. It's just kind of there. Didn't really leave any kind of impact or anything. That's like a C. Paint Kirby I haven't used. Slap it there. Parasol. I used to rank it lower because it was just kind of boring to me. But after using it more in like Return to Dreamland or Triple Deluxe, it's definitely grown on me a little more. I gotta admit. I'd give it like a B tier. We got Plasma next. I think this one and Spark were very similar. I don't remember what the main differences are though. I've played Superstar. We're just gonna rank this one and Spark together. And I don't care if I get flagged for it, that's how I'm doing it. Again, in most cases, Spark is one of those you have to stand still to attack. Plasma, I think, was different. You could shoot a tiny laser, but the tiny laser didn't do a whole lot of damage, and even then, I know you can charge something up, but it's sitting there and just like spamming the D-pad or analog stick or whatever every time you want to attack gets kind of old after a while. Spark could go there too. Poison, haven't used. Hunter, here we go. Here's the other Forgotten Land ability. This is, again, the standing still. Kirby with the gun alone brings it high up. Brings it higher up. In order to bring out the ability's full potential, you have to stand still to do some decent damage. There's better abilities out there that I like more. But because it's Kirby with a gun, how can I say no to Kirby with a gun? That's a B rank. Sleep Kirby, it's Sleep Kirby. It's not supposed to be good. It heals you in some games, and that's about it. It's not supposed to be good, that's the whole point. So E rank feels completely valid. Oh, Smash Kirby. This is just playing Smash Bros in a Kirby game. That's cool. I love that. A rank. Spear Kirby was another one that was kind of boring to me, and then I started using it more, and it's warmed up a lot more. The Spear Copter is always a blast. Can't really go wrong with the Spear Copter. I do like how this ability is only available in Forgotten Land as second player. That's kind of cool and kind of funny. That's an A rank for me. Okay, Spider Kirby. I like that you can like web up enemy. It's like Ice ability, but with different steps. However, I don't remember much about this ability. I played Star Allies too. I do like the spider aesthetic. That's an aesthetic that I like. I'd give that like a B rank. Staff Kirby. It's been a while since I've played Star Allies, but I remember having fun with Staff Kirby. Bouncing around like a pogo stick is probably the best possible thing that you can do in that game. A Staff Kirby is like an 8. Stone Kirby. Stone Kirby is really only made for specific situations, and that's if you're going down a slope or you're pounding a peg. That's what it was made for, and that's why it's not very high up. My favorite abilities are the ones that you can use in more than just puzzles. They have to be fun in combat too. And that's like a D rank. Oh, we got throw or suplex. I don't remember the difference. They both have a blue bandana. Lapel. There we go. Those are both S rank. I love throwing things. Sword Kirby. The most iconic Kirby ability. Is it one of my favorites? No. Is it fun though? Yes. A rank. Tornado is our next S rank. It doesn't do a lot, but it is way too fun. Way more fun than I'd like to admit. And especially in Forgotten Land with the evolved abilities, this thing is broken. Especially in boss fights. When you power that thing up as much as you can, oh, it's so good. It is so broken. UFO. It's one of those special abilities that are like rare, and it's supposed to be like a big deal when you find it, and it is. It's a pretty good ability, except for the fact you can't go down ladders. What the fudge? C rank. Water. Water is fun. I do also like Water Kirby. Having to surf across the land. It's just, it's so, we're getting the other good ones, and that does make me happy. I'm surprised it took them this long to get a Water Kirby, bro. Like, you'd think that'd be a no-brainer by now. Wheel Kirby. Another really fun one. It's only used in certain situations, but it is fun when you get to use it. You can really rush through stages that way. But because of it not being all too useful, it's an A rank, but it's like a very high A. Whip Kirby, it does have its uses, but like, for a whip, it's surprisingly kind of weak. It's a C rank. Wing Kirby, it's warmed up to me, but like not by much. Like if it was a C rank, it'd probably be at a B rank, because getting around airborne is a lot more satisfying with the Wing Kirby. I'd give it like a B rank, seems fair. Wrestler I have not used, and what a beautiful way to end this. Yo-Yo Kirby is my favorite Kirby ability. It's so satisfying to use. Flinging a yo-yo everywhere, alright? A yo-yo as a weapon too. I love that. It's just fun. And you know what? That's what the best Kirby abilities are the ones that are fun. Because as a famous man once said, if it's not fun, why bother? Oh, I know what that is. This is copy, isn't it? Oh, this is terrible. That's an E rank. Enough of my opinions. I do that too much already. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, comment, like, share on that. If you have any recommendations, leave a comment below. And this is Sten, signing off. Goodbye.